What's up, everybody? Welcome. Let me just start real quick with Twitch. Twitch, I love you, and I will see you when we do the next Red Dead gameplay stream. But I'm turning you off right now. If you want to hang out, it's on YouTube. There's too much going on with these cameras. I can't get Streamlabs to work. So, seriously, thank you so much for being here. Love, happiness, YouTube. Same username. If you want to hang out, please come there. Right on. Really appreciate you. And we'll let you know when the next Red Dead Redemption gameplay stream is going to be. If that's what you want to come here for, of course, that'll still be on Twitch. But the Gym Buddy stuff, it's too much. 2 cameras, no more. See you on YouTube. Right on. I'm done with that. I'm done with that, everybody. I'm not doing 2 cameras anymore. And I don't know how to make Streamlabs work. And you know what? It's probably real easy, but I don't know how to do it. And it makes me frustrated to try and have it not work. You know how that goes, right? You keep trying and trying and trying, doing what it says for you to do, and it doesn't work still. Then you get mad at it. And instead of being mad at it, I'm just not going to use it. How's that sound? Thanks anyway. Thanks anyway. We're not using it. All right. I'm going to set T-Threat in a minute. Okay, so from yesterday, you guys are so awesome. We got more memberships. Memberships yesterday. Cherry Baby gave one. Thank you so much, Cherry Baby. Aram, Danny. Those 2, I think they were members, obviously, before. I think they just renewed or something. But thank you very much. That is amazing. That is awesome. And then Christine gave one, believe it or not. And then Christine, believe it or not, gave another one. Christine is carrying everybody. Thank you, Christine. You don't have to carry everybody. You know why? Because everybody else knows the deal. We're raising money for charity. There is a link in the description box of this video if you're having any trouble finding it. Just go subscribe, be a member, join is what I'm trying to say. My head is still not clear. I think I'm just too tired. I think I'm too tired for my own good. But we're partying. You guys are all awesome. Just please remember, don't ever forget that we're trying to get better. We're trying to work out, be healthy. We're really enjoying that part of it, but we're really also trying to raise money and help people. Trying to help people who cannot help themselves. Marvel Phil joined a membership yesterday. Thank you so much. Right now, as of this morning, and I know this is crazy because we keep getting memberships, but we also keep having memberships fall off. So right now, as of this morning when I checked, 662 members, which is amazing. I mean, that truly is amazing. And thank you so much. Because that puts us just over $2,000, I think. 662 members, yeah. We're gonna make a donation of at least $2,000. If we can get it to 1,000 members, now we're really, really talking. Now we're looking at $3,000. How's that sound? So super chats from yesterday. Thank you to Xavier, the Rail Fanner, Ingy Elite, E-N-G-I-E. Ingy Elite, I think, is what I'm going to say. Sean Savco, Oysen Keating, Mr. Cow, 3 times. What's happening? That's awesome. Thank you. Omar Almatar and Aram. Thank you so much. Quit barking, dogs. They're getting ready to fight each other. I don't know why. Everybody's wound up so far this morning. We're going to make it, though. I did not make the giveaway video yet for the headphones. I was going to do that last night and got busy doing something else, and I'm sorry. So, hopefully, I can get that made today. And somebody did ask me yesterday in the comments of the Gym Buddy video to be involved in that giveaway. The question was, do you have to be a member? And the answer is no. You do not have to be a member. But it would be a whole lot cooler if the person who wins is also a member. That would be so cool. Keep that in mind. Goodness. Cherry Baby. Yeah, we would much rather have your internet. I don't care if it is in Chile. It's better than what I'm getting here. Hopefully it's good today. I'm back in this spot. You know, if your internet only works when you're in like specific spots of your deck, this deck's not that big. It should work. It should work a lot better than it does. Hopefully it will today. And also, the thing is, on my end, there is absolutely no way for me to know if it's bad. So I'm sorry. I have no idea when it's bad. And then the last thing I got to talk about, which I don't want to talk about at all, for obvious reasons, I owe actually a bunch of fire hydrants. And I agree. You know what? When I did that game stream, she kept asking me to finish the American Appetites mission, and I kept not doing it. And then I said, okay, yeah, I am going to go do it. And then I went and did something else. I really thought at that point, I thought I was doing what you were asking me to do, but then later I realized, no, not at all. That's hilarious. That was, and yeah, fire hydrant. Let's just start with fire hydrants. Want to? Let's just knock out some fire hydrants right now. Daggone it. Get started. I'm going to see how things go. My shoulder's banged up. I think I mentioned that last time I was doing chest and triceps. And I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I don't want to make it worse. So if I do something and it hurts, I'm not going to keep doing it. And I'll let you know. I'll be honest. But fire hydrants, the only thing that fire hydrants hurt are my butt cheeks and my pride. So here we go. We're going to do 10 of them each leg. Daggone it. And those guys up there siding that house, I can't see them. I don't know if they can see me or not, but they're wondering what's going on. They're about to find out. All right, here you go. Don't really pee on anything. Just pretend, I guess. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. Ashley, I hope you're doing well. This is for you. All right, here you go. Oh, goodness. And I can tell you, I mean, right away, you can feel it working. It definitely is as crazy as it looks. If you do it, you're going to see right away that it's a good workout. Ah! Ah! Now the dogs are getting wild. Probably because they're embarrassed. So am I. Oh. It's so funny. Let me get this done. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. Did you notice? When I started doing this, there's not a sound coming from up there. Not a sound. They're like this. They're like this. Just like, what am I looking at? I'm sure they're wondering. Get you some of that, friends. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. I forgot to start T-Threat. Now that I got those. I'm not doing any more of those today, by the way. Daggone it. T-Threat, let's go. I'm gonna try and do some push-ups, see what happens. And again, if this hurts, I'm not doing them. Because I'm not gonna wreck myself. Nobody needs to do that. If you're hurt, be smart about it. But also don't just think like, well, I'm hurt, I can't do it. Maybe give it a shot first before you just completely duck out. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. All right. All right, so that's not bad. I don't think that was too bad. Let's do some diamonds and see how those go. That shouldn't be bad either because that's mostly triceps. We'll see. You know what? Those hurt. Not my shoulder. They just hurt my... They just hurt everything else because they're hard. Excuse me while I weed my deck real quick. Goodness. Roosters. Roosters getting her done. All right, here we go. Some tricep extensions. Ready for these? Oh. So, you can't tell. I know you can't tell on the camera, but all the way around along the bottom, I put 2x4s yesterday. And it's going to be so much better cutting grass. So, let me get these done real quick, and then I'll explain to you what I did. Side of the fence. I got 2x4s at the top and at the bottom, and then I got this wire stuff as the fence. Be able to see through it. We like the view, right? But keeps our dogs in, keeps our kids in. Well, so the dogs were digging underneath the fence and getting out. So I took some of that same fence material and I cut it, you know, to like, I don't know, 2 feet wide, 2.5 feet wide, whatever. And I laid it down along the inside of the fence on the ground, and they've got these staples. They're like, I don't know, 6-8 inches long. And I drove them in with my sledgehammer, and they've actually worked. They've held that exactly where I put it. And then the grass grows up through it eventually. And now it's just, I don't even think I would need the staples. I think the grass would hold it down, and it would be just fine. But when you're going mowing and you're going around those posts, because remember the 2x4s that I had were they were on the outside of the fence, right? So if I'm on the outside of the fence, I just cruise right along because it's just one long straight board basically, right? On the inside of the fence, you got to go around the posts and get as close as you can because you hate weed eating, right? So when I was going downhill, especially, I mean, you can't really see it, but this yard goes downhill, and I was on that mower trying to get just as close as I could to those posts. When you have a zero turn, if you pull back with your left hand, that makes the left tire spin backwards or slow, you know what I mean? So that's how those things work. The wheels go forwards and backwards, right? So I'd be going downhill, the weight of the mower, and I'd pull backwards so I could get back around the other side of that post, and it would spin out on the wire and rip the wire out. That was really the only place I had trouble with the wire. But now I've got it all flattened out again, and I put 2x4s on the inside of the post too. So now I don't have any posts to go around. I can just zoom around the inside just like I could the outside now. I'm so excited about it. Anyway, I got that done yesterday. I also got two 10-foot 4x4 posts, and there were two 8-foot 4x4 posts that I had for the slide. I've still got those. I've knocked the concrete off of them when I pulled them out of the ground. And I'm going to put those in there. And before we know it, I mean, it won't be this week, but we're going to have a project over there on that little part of the deck. And then we're going to have a dip station and a pull-up bar. It's going to be awesome. All right, so let's do some squats. If you can see, I've got my little board back here. I got my board. Don't have to have a board. If you do, great. Put your heels on it. If you don't, just about shoulder width apart and point your toes out a little bit. That'll help you keep your balance. But when you bend at your waist, and then at the top, you really squeeze your butt cheeks. Oh, goodness. So, I think I want to do lunges right now. And I'm going to do reverse lunges. You ready for that? We always step forward. Let's try and step back, see what happens. Hey, that is Cherry Baby. What's better than trying to look at two cameras doing this way? Oh my goodness. Thank you. All right, so lunges. And again, watch somebody else do this if you really want to know how, but I'm your gym buddy. I will try with you. How's that? Is that fair? All right, here we go. And I am going to go ahead and touch my knee. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I don't know. I truly don't know. No balance. It's all right. We're still going. Let's do two more. So the thing that I noticed last week when I was doing them, remember I was doing them and I was doing curls at the same time because we're doing legs and shoulders back and bis, right? It was one of those days. And one of the things I noticed is that when I would come down and do a curl, I had to be straight up and down, right? With my torso. I noticed I wasn't doing curls. I wasn't straight up and down. I was more bent over. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe try and keep yourself upright. Might help you keep your balance better too, honestly. All right, so. I really wish I knew who those guys were up there. I bet I do know who they are. And I bet you. Oh my goodness. Because I've done construction work my entire life. I know those guys. If I don't know those guys specifically, I know those guys. And they are freaking out right now, trying to figure out what the hell is going on down here. I can just hear it. I mean, I can hear it as if I'm standing right next to him, and it's really funny to me. Oh my goodness. What they don't recognize is that I did that job my entire life, and now I'm almost 50. I'm not doing it anymore, and I could care less what anybody thinks about it. But it is funny to me to imagine how bummed out. Oh my goodness. You know why? Because what I'm doing is not cool. It's not tough. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. All right. Whatever. Let's do some let's do some incline. Here you go. Oh goodness. There, God. So far everything with my shoulder is okay. Let's see what car wash guys do. Yeah, it's good. I'm just going slow just to be sure. And you know what? Like I've said before, slow is better when you're working out anyway. Really think about the muscles you're trying to target and take your time. Going fast is not going to make it any better. Going slow is. Now we're up. Ready? Okay. Be careful with your shoulders. Put that down. Okay, so still incline. Just get your hands together as close as you can get them. Do some of these.